All right, welcome in Saturday. What's up, everybody? So late last night, if you were awake or not out enjoying a happy hour Friday, you saw the Eagles lost another free agent. This time, Mekhi Becton is heading to LA to sign with the Chargers. Reported 2 years, $20 million. Yeah, I mean, I think the message is pretty clear from if you watch the show all week long from all of the insiders that we've had on. The Eagles are trying to shed cash, man, and anywhere that they think they can save some money with an in-house option, they were going to let these guys walk. I think that was the real message here. They like Mekhi Becton. But I feel like they think for whatever Tyler Steen gets paid, that they can, get that done. And look, they made the trade. When they made the trade for Green, I think the writing was on the wall that he was pretty much Becton going to be gone. So as much as I'm trying to look up, what Steen gets paid here. I don't think he makes all that much money. He was a third-round pick. So whatever Steen gets paid, it's not a whole heck of a lot. It's not going to be $10 million a year. And is Tyler Steen $10 million less of a player than Mekhi Becton? And I don't think the answer to that is no. I think he's a similar player to Mekhi Becton. Becton was a very good player, but he wasn't great. He was solid. Of the offensive line, he was probably the weakest link of that line. I think he gets lumped in with that line, and this isn't to take anything away from Becton. I think he was a great reclamation project, and I advocated for him, like as soon as they moved him to right guard, that he would be the guy to play right guard, because you can't take a guy with that kind of talent and just overlook it. And I figured once he had the shot to play right guard, he wasn't giving up that spot. He earned that spot. He was very good in that spot. They won a Super Bowl with him in that spot. But is he $10 million better than the next guy? And I think the Eagles say we can probably move on and save that money. So it'll be Tyler Steen and Kenyon Green that will battle out for right guard most likely when we get to training camp. And Kenyon Green was a former first-round pick that is in the same boat for Tyler Steen. Can Tyler Steen get to camp this time and hold off a guy who has maybe more talent than he does, maybe has more physical traits than he does? Kenyon Green admitted in his press conference on Thursday or Friday, I guess it was maybe yesterday, that one of the problems he has in Houston was his technique. He needs to work on his technique. This is a guy who's uberly strong, has great strength, and is an athlete to be a first-round pick, but he needs to work on his technique. Enter Jeff Stoutland, and you hope, look, we all just assume that Stoutland works with these guys and he's going to fix these guys and they're going to be the best versions of themselves. And you know what? Maybe it's not fair, but maybe you do get the best version of a player with better coaching. I think that's accurate. And I think Jeff Stoutland's proven to be the best in the game when it comes to technique and stuff. So I don't mind this decision as much as, I think Becton keeps the continuity of that offensive line, and that's probably the most important thing. What I would say is Tyler Steen played enough last year, and I think we saw enough from him to say he is a passable starting right guard in this league. There's a lot of teams in this league that would like to have a Tyler Steen starting at right guard for them. He's probably a middle-of-the-road right guard, but the wild card is Kenyon Green, and whether or not they can get what they got out of Mekhi Becton more. The Jets didn't get enough from Becton. Now, he was hurt. He missed almost all of 2 seasons. He missed all of 2023 and missed all but one game, or he missed all of 2022 and missed almost all but one game of 2021. And he was playing tackle for the Jets. He was kind of a bust as a tackle with the Jets. I mean, when he was on the field, he was okay, but not great, not where they drafted him 11th overall. Becton was the 11th pick in the draft. And here's Kenyon Green, the 15th pick in the draft. If you're asking me right now, Tyler Steen is to them the safe guy, right? Tyler Steen's the safe guy. We know we can put Tyler Steen in there and be good. But if Kenyon Green wins that job, now we're better. And I think they want Green to win that job. I think they feel okay with Steen in that position. So as for Becton, he goes to the Chargers and he gets 2 years, $20 million. I think the market was not what he thought it was going to be for him. I think he really wanted to come back to Philadelphia. But unfortunately, the Eagles just were saying, look, we cannot spend that cash right now. We spent too much cash on Barkley, Bond, and we know we have more cash coming. Hey, while we're doing this right now, if you could, it's a Saturday morning. It's a little chilly outside. I'm outside on my back porch. I was drinking coffee out here. If you could, if you're watching, let's see who's watching where. All right, most people are watching on the X platform. So if you're watching on the X platform, if you can hit the retweet or repost, I guess they call it now, that's a big help to get this through the algorithms. Anything you guys can do to help get more and more viewers and more followers is awesome, because the more we can get into that algorithm, the more people that can get involved in our tiny little South Jersey Eagles Philly community here, which I think is cool because, I think we have awesome listeners. We have awesome listener base. We have a great little thing going here. We want to keep growing it and growing it and growing it. And I need your guys' help with that. So if you can hit the repost button. And I do see we do have some people watching on the YouTube channel, which we're slowly growing that YouTube channel every day. If you can like and subscribe, subscribing to the YouTube channel is a big help for the algorithms. Look, I don't know algorithms. I don't know the whole game, but I do know that reposting and subscribing help the algorithms. And I promise we're going to be doing more videos exclusively when we're not on the Sports Bash, stuff like this. So if you like some of the commentary that I bring, some of the opinions that I bring, even if you don't like them and you just like kind of watching because you don't like what I have to say, do me a favor. And if you could like and subscribe and repost wherever you're watching. All right. So there you go. Overall, underwhelming free agent period for the Eagles in terms of names, but I think they did their job. They got some players in here to compete. They want people to compete for jobs. Tyler Steen, you're not getting this job. You have to beat out Kenyon Green. There's a battle right there. Kaylee Ringo, you're not getting this job. You have to beat out Adoree Jackson. There's a battle right there with a former first-round pick who's a veteran 8-year player in this league. Ringo, we want you to win the job, but you're going to have to beat this guy out. That's the storylines that they've created here. When you look at what they've done pretty much everywhere. Milton Williams, you got Moro Ojomo, you've got Gabe Hall, you've got Thomas Booker. Somebody has to win that rotational spot because you got Jalen Carter and you got Jordan Davis still. They're going to have their same roles. Who takes the Milton Williams role and kind of runs with it? I wouldn't be surprised if, obviously, somebody, if they drafted somebody at 32 to play defensive tackle and that they entered the rotation. So I think that's an obvious spot there. I think, you look at the safety position, Sidney Brown, Lewis Seen, Travis, Tristan McCollum, those three guys, you're all going to fight for the safety spot unless we draft another safety in the third round. We'll throw him into the mix as well. There's a possibility they do sign a veteran free agent if they can get him on a 1-year deal. One of these guys, Justin Simmons, maybe he takes a 1-year kind of deal to say, hey, I'm at the 9th, 10th year of my existence, and I'm okay coming here for 1 year. So the Eagles will hold off, wait for that second and third wave of free agency, and if they can get that guy who's just look, man, I got no bites of the apple in free agency, so I'm just going to have to come here and play 1 year. So they're the next wave of guy, like a Justin Simmons, Azeez Ojulari. He's another guy that I think keep an eye on him. They signed a couple tight ends. I think the Goddard decision or what they're going to try to do with Dallas Goddard. We had McMullen on the show Friday. He says, I don't see a situation where they cut him, but if they just can't afford him or whatever, now they brought in 2 tight ends. And look, that's competition. If Goddard's here, this is competition for Grant Calcaterra. If Goddard's gone, Harrison Bryant and Keelan, can't think of his name off the top of my head right now. It's a little early for me. Not early. What time is it? It's almost noon. My gosh. been up since 6 o'clock. Maybe I'm just a little tired. But they brought in 2 tight ends. So obviously they think the tight end position needed more. Everything is about competition and cash. Competition and cash. That's the storylines at Eagles training camp, I think, so far. And then what do they do in the draft? So what's next in free agency? Guys who are looking for 1-year deals, prove-its that could not get what they thought they were worth on the free agent market. And maybe the Eagles give them a little bit extra, 1 year, a little overspend just for a 1-year deal, because they don't want to give out a 2-year deal. You're not going to see 2-year deals to guys who are not guaranteed starting positions. So that's what I see right there. Anything else, we appreciate everybody. As always, it's Saturday morning. Hit that repost button, hit the subscribe button on YouTube, and when news happens, we will be back. Keep in mind, during the baseball season, Phillies, we're going to do more post-game thoughts, pre-game thoughts, stuff like that. We're going to be doing more right here on the YouTube channel and on the X platform. So gear up. We're starting to crank up more video, and we have more news coming for you. Hopefully good news, big news, good stuff. And we look forward to talking to you guys on the radio again. Again, the story is Mekhi Becton. He gets the deal, 2 years, $20 million. He's going to the Chargers. All right, everybody, have a great Saturday, and we'll catch up with you maybe tomorrow. Actually, I will be on the radio tonight. I am calling the MAC basketball championship game at 7:30. Should be a good game. It is Mount St. Mary's taking on Iona. The winner is going to the NCAA championship game. Great atmosphere there last night. If you're at Boardwalk Hall, stop on by and check us out. See you, everybody.